Hello and welcome back, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign in EU4. Dharma, we're playing Portugal, trying out colonization in the new patch. Algarve, you know what? I think I am going to switch over to development edicts, and we're low on manpower. Someone had just suggested that we recruit generals and then slacken standards. But rather than do that, I think I'll go with a more permanent approach, which also gives us land and naval force limit to just develop our provinces here. So Algarve is going to get the discount. Encourage development. It's only going to cost 41 points. Iberia. It's inland, so we don't get the naval force limit out of it. Same thing with Braganza. Tangier is actually really inexpensive to develop too, at 33. I think the autonomy is kind of high. No, I guess we just don't have a barracks here yet, but this would not be a bad location to upgrade at all. We've got that thriving merchant community. We're making cloth, golden era, innovativeness, renaissance, etc., etc. Let's go ahead and do some development here too. 28, that's great. It'll also make the burgers super happy since we're going to... I mean, not super happy, but we get a little bit. And I definitely think we want a barracks here. 1,000 extra manpower cap. Yes, please. Ceuta at 45 now. Still have gold mines to development, to develop rather. Boer is a state. I can turn the edict on there for a little bit of manpower, or monarch point savings as well. Too bad I can't get them actually loyal. Okay, remind me at some point in the future to turn those edicts off again. And to turn this back to a collect thing. We're still 10 years ahead of time on mill tech, so I want more mill development. Vieira Braganza I'm skipping over because I want the naval force limit. I mean, there's still pretty good provinces for it. 425 manpower each. I guess I can't pass that up, even if we don't get the naval force limit. Out of military points. Perfect. So again, yes, we could have hired 5 generals, kept the best like 1 or 2. We're still over the leader limit by 3, so now that I've spent all my military points, I probably will start wanting to fire a general here. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you for reminding me to turn off the edicts. That's nice of you guys. Yeah. I meant in a year. Guys. Alright, we need Tunis to stop being loyal. Sorry, stop being high... whatever it's called, high enthusiasm. But five generals hired is 250 mil base. We pay a little bit less than that right now at 43. But if we did that, then sure, we can do a slacken standards click, which gives us, who knows, doesn't actually say the number unless you can do it, X number of manpower, but we're going to have much more benefit in the long run by having a higher manpower cap. Mutiny. Lose admin points. Lose military points. I will never lose admin points over military points. They're just not as good. There's Aragon. Occupy his gold mine before he can do anything else. My 21st, that's too slow. Let's go to Badajoz. These troops are going to head up into Extremadura with this guy. These transports are probably strong enough to... Well, They're not really that strong, but even if they die, I just don't care. So let's let them go die and murder whatever ships they can kill. Even if half of them die, I'll be happy. You know? Like, I didn't want 25 transports in the first place. I only built them because I thought I had to. In fact, let's gather this whole navy together for the moment. Get the leader, and we'll have the light ships and everything help out with this battle too. We were saved by a princess. 100 gold for 50 dip. That's a good deal. If I wait a little bit longer, I can actually get enough money to not have to take a loan for that. That fort has a very small garrison, but it is fine. Let's transfer this to Granada so I don't have to pay for it. Also get onto... Well, considering we have no manpower at all, is there anything I can do to avoid this attrition tick? Not really. Somebody just insulted me again. New settlements. In base tax in Guadeloupe or 10 prestige? Prestige is handy. The base tax, I mean, eventually my tariff rate's going to be through the roof, so we will end up collecting quite a bit of the actual tariff income. Right now, it's only at 18%, but eventually it'll be high. But it's just one base tax, you know? Cuba has 30 base tax, so 3.3% more base tax, and that's not even considering all the other land that they're going to colonize, while the prestige is more useful at the moment. Try to get these carpet sieges in. Looks like our fight's going fine. Colonial migration. Apparently people are migrating. So we'll gain 200 population in Antigua or whatever, and lose it in Barbados. It's fine. It's good. That will allow this colony to finish a little bit quicker. Found coffee here. Guadeloupe is sugar. Fish, not the greatest trade good, but it'll do. There was a naval battle. Captured 3 ships, caught 3 galleys. Want to take the transport ships, protect trade in Sevilla. This navy just go blockade. Let's put the guy in that. That's Florence's navy. Castile does have 3 heavies there. Looks like we might want to go kill some more ships before we do anything else. I could just power through Aragon's army. We have a tech advantage. We definitely have a good leader, but we're so low on manpower. I'm hoping to just get some more free, easy occupations and then kind of wrap it up from there. Let's establish a blockade there. You don't plan on 100% Castile this time? I'm pretty sure, for whatever reason, my experience with this game is that if you have a claim, and your subject has a claim, and you declare a war on a country with your subject's claim, then your subject's claimed provinces and any claims that you have are free for Diplo points. But if you have 2 subjects who have claims, only one of them, whichever one you've declared it on, gets the free Diplo point peace deals. And I think it's the same way for Reconquest. So probably in this war, I'm going to Reconquest Leon's corps. And Depending on how much it costs, I might also reconquest the Granadan cores so we can integrate these subjects. Because I do have plans for my relationship slots, and I'd like to be able to use them soon. But we need to have slots available. Let's go ahead and take this click now. Next month we should make enough money. You go to there, so you go to here. Clemson is still thinking he's making gains despite everything else that's going on. Improvements in production technology. Gain admin points. Yes. Always. Our subject has no siege pip leader, and he has only 2 cannons. We have some cannons, but no manpower. I'm just going to give him a single guy with a leader siege pip then. I'm not going to commit anything else to this siege. We can also occupy Alicante pretty easily. Let's do those 2 provinces. Shuffle balance those 2 armies. It's like, this guy's finally decided, maybe I'm not actually making gains. Portugal might be making gains. Weird. Get rid of this guy here now. All we want from you is pretty much as much money as we can get. We only get 2/3 of it, but that's alright. And then war reps. That's plenty, actually. And then I think I will call the Pope in like 3 months after he has a chance to ferry his army home. Coffee boom. Price of coffee goes up by 50% and we gain 20 prestige and 280 gold. Awesome. It's coffee right now. That's tobacco. Looking for coffee beans. Coffee. It's worth 3 ducats. Now worth 4.5 ducats. That's a lot of extra money. And we also have a lot of money now. We could become Defender of the Faith. We're ahead of time on tech for a long time, and the yearly papal influence is really good if we're staying Catholic. We need the missionary to convert our subject after we make him into our religion. So I think, especially since we are ahead of time for 10 years, that I will take Defender of the Faith. I am now the Defender of Catholicism. Hear me. Meanwhile, I also want to grab this ship and get him back to hunting pirates in Sevilla. And get these ships that are almost all lights to go back to protecting in Sevilla. Get rid of the galleys. Why is not using mercenary? Why is he not using mercenaries if he has a ton of money? Because mercenaries are a bad investment, right? Like, a regular infantry is 10.5 ducats. Just to hire a merc is 25, so you're paying 2.5 times as much to hire the merc. The base maintenance cost for a merc is 0.6 ducats versus 0.21. They're 3 times as expensive to maintain as well. They don't get modifiers from ideas and things that reduce your costs. So if you have lane maintenance modifier minus 10%, mercs don't get that. The only thing that affects merc maintenance is specific things that affect merc maintenance. Like if you take, administrative ideas, I think gives you mercenary maintenance minus 15. So if we're going to go for defensive or quantity or something, and we end up getting these discounts to land maintenance modifier or regiment costs, those don't apply to mercs. Mercs are just bad. Mercs are like an emergency panic button to use if you're going to lose a war. We're not going to lose this war. Even with no manpower, we're not going to lose it. So why would we use mercs? Right, let's go ahead and just actually call him in now. I want him to be in the war and make this guy scared with the relative strength of the alliance and stuff. Bastile's already on 19 enthusiasm. We can knock out Congo. Congo is trying to siege down my fort. Congo is definitely behind time on tech by a lot. I would have to pull some of these ships off to do that. Let's pull 12 ships off. Come over to here. We will need to siege down Toledo. I will need to probably fight Aragon to get him off that province. Trade income is at 50 ducats. Doesn't feel... I could have sworn... Wasn't our income from trade higher than that already? We're beating the Ottomans by a fair bit. Maybe it hasn't been higher than that. I just feel like it should be more. It should be even more trade power, obviously. We need infinite trade power. I guess they can get control of Alicante again. Not gonna worry about it. Stack wipe that thing. Captured some more ships. Which we don't need. Supply's fine here. Alright, we're gonna have to go fight. Gotta fight Aragon's army. If he's gonna get a breach on that fort, I can't let him... Can't risk him getting control of it again. Some claims down there. It's not a big deal. November the 18th. That's the 633 guy, or whatever he was. These 12 transports were what I wanted to... What, he won that siege already? What? That's surprising, to say the least. Changing the ship power might be worth it if you don't sell the captured ships anyway. Ah, that's a good point, yeah. Like, some of the ships that we caught might be higher ones. Also, I do want to sell all the crappy old ships to our subject at some point soon. I don't know why Aragon thinks this is a good idea. It's not a good idea. We arrive in about 9 days, which is probably not enough to keep control of this. So let's transfer this back to us. Then back to Leon. We'll transfer this to Leon, then back to us. Apparently I have to re-siege this province. It's kind of annoying. I want to attach the 12 stack of these guys to go and invade this guy. I'll make sure we do have a leader for that army, though. We do. Good. I hate the idea of suffering attrition with our whole army on this siege, but it's also the safest way to go for it. We show up with a pretty good bonus, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was 7% on a very low garrison. I'm thinking what happened is that whatever event they got, it may not have succeeded in the siege, but it was enough to kill the garrison. And if the garrison ever hits 0, you automatically win the siege. That's why we got the siege right away when we declared the war, because of the mothballed fort. So that's, I think, how they got the fort. Our influence over Granada. Do I want to spend 2 ducats? Sure. I'll spend 2 whole ducats. Why not? Also, I did want to buy down inflation a little bit, and I think we can afford to do that now. Let's go all the way down to the bottom, even though we're going to miss out on like a tenth of the bonus. It's fine. I just want to get down to 0. And we still have a lot of income, so let's build more naval force limits. How are the colonies doing? Antigua is at 944. Growing at 10 per month, 6 months. Close enough to pull him back. Cuba has currently 6 cities. I think we want to send at least one more colony out there. Land is defected to Kilwa. Not my problem. As long as they're not going to try to take my land back. Our own wall breach. That navy has already arrived. Wow, that was pretty quick. Don't expect that to be that fast. I think my transports can probably establish that blockade. And we do have a couple cannons here, even though there's no real manpower to use them. Like, at the full bonus. Let's pull back one of them. Just do a bare bones siege of that. Nearly bare bones. And go from there. Alright, I'm going to take a short break here. I'll be back in the next episode, though. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the campaign, and I'll see you soon.